Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Final Fantasy Legend 2. So last we left off, we had just gained all but one Magi. And then we came here. So we got a bunch of Magi. Huh, funny. There's supposed to be 77 Magi. We've got 76, but there are 2 left in this world. Huh. Funny that. Oh, maybe someone was mistaken. Well, let's go see if we can find number 77 turned into a statue, huh? I mean, we've got a vine there, but we've also got a world here, so we don't want to leave this world just yet. However, Apollo's waiting for us. He's been helpful in the past. Maybe he knows where the last 2 are. Yeah, do you know where the other 2 are? Oh, you have 77? Hey, you going to give it to us? Wait a minute. You want to take our Magi? This is my surprise face. So yeah, Apollo was basically just using us to go gather the Magi for him so he could take them from us. And for some reason, "Come, my man," is his last words before combat. I have no idea what those are supposed to be. Some type of screwed up ostrich? Maybe an emu? Whatever they are, they're that. It's part phoenix, part eagle, part chicken? I don't know what that thing is. In any event, it's not that tough. I think you can go around, but I don't think it'll go 2. See, it didn't last very long. And Apollo, if that's the best you got... If that is the best you got, Apollo... Yes, we're stronger than you, probably. Wait a second. You captured these guys. And you're holding them hostage. You know, my initial reaction would be to just go ahead and attack Apollo. We're strong enough, we would be a force he can't spend time killing helpless citizens with. But no. Instead, I just hand over all 76 of the Magi we've got. And Apollo says, "How would you like to live as servants of me, the only god?" And yeah, we're gonna say, "It's gonna ruin the world!" That's just a legend the way he goes. So Apollo the whole time has been just kind of biding his time, waiting for us to gather it, then he does this to steal it from us when we could have just tried to ram our sword down his throat. And he leaves. Where we think it's all over now, and he just kind of goes, "Oh, we're sorry." When I was the dummy that, you know, just, I was the dummy that just handed everything over. Go figure. Except someone's going, "Hey! It's not over yet, guys. Remember, you saw 2 magi in this world with the prism, right? Help, he don't got 'em all. And apparently Dad did not die. Somehow. We don't know how. We still haven't found the last magi. Yep, and there are 78 altogether. Not really 77. So Apollo is missing 1 magi. And apparently the fact that they said there were 77 was a lie so that anyone who actually got the 77th one would not look for number 78. And they hid it in the final dungeon. And then he comes with us. So, here we are in technically final world, even though it's not really the final world. Don't think too hard about it. But again, we're not going to be fighting a whole lot because the only reason to fight anything right now would be to try to get new abilities for Mage, but she doesn't need new abilities right now. Instead, let's... And yeah, we know we can go places with Pegasus. Too bad we don't have Pegasus. And grabbing a few tents is not a bad idea, because this is a very long dungeon. Luckily, we are going to be skipping all the fights. And we can go to the central shrine from the pillar in this world, but we need the Magi before we can do that. But they say no one comes back alive from the final dungeon, which is probably a pretty decent problem to worry about if you actually have to fight things. But as I've said, we don't. We have some elixirs, we have tents. You know, I am going to get rid of that sun sword because I don't need it. Get rid of the Arthur armor because I'm never going to use it. And I need the room. The defense sword, I'll keep that. Let's get rid of the wizard staff here. It's useless. The dragon's not any good. The rune is something we don't need. The flare we do. But we're going to need a handful of empty inventory spaces as we go through this place. However, we're going to buy a second heal staff. First things first. Dad is going to be coming with us for quite a while, so we are going to give him the heal staves because they actually do help a lot. You know, I probably could have given him the Arthur armor. Probably. Problem for future me. Let's see. The coral sword's a little worn down. I'm not going to worry about it too much for reasons like we're not actually going to be fighting anything. But I am. And we are going to be coming back to this town after we get the last Magi. We can come back here. It doesn't rush us into anything immediately. And the boss monster is strong against paralysis, sleep, poison, and even death magic. Good to know. So we won't be trying any of those on him. Let's see, what do we got? Nothing worth it there. If we need more flare, we do have a flare book. We do have a flare book, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. So now, let's go through here. Let's grab the flare book. Move it up here. Swords. Spear goes above the I win button. And 6 empty slots in the inventory. That should work out perfectly fine for the time being, because there are nice items in the dungeon we're going to go in. We don't need any of them. Well, we need some of them, but not nearly all. You'll see when we get there. Anyway. Our last Magi is down here. The enemies are no different really than what we've already been fighting, so meat is not a concern. And I mean, through this whole thing, meat is not a concern. Also, creepy faces on the walls. I will go through and get all of the items, which is a karate in the first, which is the best, you know, melee weapon, but we're not going to need it. We're not going to use it. The only thing that's going to be any real trouble is if we get hit by unexpected attacks and can't run immediately. That's going to be the only thing that's a real threat. And it's enough of a threat that I was tempted to go back to World 1 before this and gather the warning ability for Mage. And there's a reason I didn't need another Sun Sword, because, well, we get one right here. I was tempted to get the warning ability so back attacks could not be a thing, but in the long run, we're not in huge danger of dying from one back attack. Even though if we did die, it would be bad because Odin's no longer alive, thanks to us. Also, so many enemies. So let's see. Yep, there's a door over to the left, but it leads to a big empty room. Get in there. There's a set of Arthur armor. I wonder if it will let me switch out for the battle, because the battle doesn't have any special... Nope, it will not let me trade out the armor. Sadly. You'd think it would, because it's a definite improvement. And now the thing is, not from here on. I think we've got one more chest to open that will hold an item we're not overly happy about. Saigun, nice, but I'm not going to equip it on anybody. I just don't see the need. However, the next chest is a second suit of power armor. And what I did mention about this is that it, in addition to having a bunch of defense on it, in addition to all the immunities that the dragon armor provides, it also gives us a very, very hefty... What do I want to put on? 1 year would be good. It gives us a very, very big bonus to strength and agility. Plus 15 to each. And now we'll put the sun suit on, or sun sword on, put on the parachute. And now we have some weak armor that we can ditch. But now we have basically both me and Mage walking around in suits of power armor. This is good. This is a positive thing. You may not think so, but it is. And both Mage and I have an agility somewhere in the 115 to 120 range. I think we've got one more inventory slot open. Gives us a free tent. I mean, we've already got two, but having a third one is going to come in very handy later. And not right now, obviously, since we're not actually getting into fights. Oh, we're getting into fights, we're just not actually fighting. As much as the game apparently really, really wants us to get into fights. Hadn't the game ever heard of being pacifist? I'm a conscientious objector to random battles. Especially since these fights are pretty much just there to drain you, so when you get to the boss you're kind of worn down. However, hidden passage here leads us to a chest. So let's... I think I'm full on items. Yes, I am. So let's get rid of the dragon helmet. We'll never use it for anything. And we receive Excalibur. Okay, Excalibur. Best single weapon in the game. For many reasons. A, if you look, it has no use indicator next to it. It's an infinite weapon. B, it attacks an entire stack of enemies at a time. And C, it hits like a Mack truck. I believe it's either the strongest or second strongest hit calculation weapon in the game. It's got a funky one, but our strength is well over 100 right now, which means that Excalibur here, on something with relatively low defense, could hit up for 1300 damage a shot. I will demonstrate this. Let's have you attack the dragon group there. Let's have you laser that down. I did not actually stop at that, did I? Wow, that's bad of me. Almost 1500 damage to dragon group. So yeah, Excalibur. Best weapon in the game. And even so, do not need to fight, because now I can take out just about any enemy group there is, as long as they aren't defending from anything. And there's one more item in this dungeon. think I can get rid of the slightly used coral sword there to grab this. Because it is a second nuclear weapon. So now... let's see, I want to keep the glass, get the parachute, the sun sword. I will give up the sun sword for a nuclear bomb. I'm carrying 2 of those. I can make something glow real good. And with that, we're now at another fight. We're now at the last floor in this dungeon. Really didn't take too long when you cut out all the fights like this. So let's do a sensible thing here. Because even as overpowered as we are about to fight an enemy that can really punish you if you're not careful. This is why we loaded up your old dad with the heal staves. Because with the final let's go, we're gonna charge at Warmech. For those of you that don't know, in Final Fantasy I, the original Final Fantasy on the NES, there was a character. Well, I say character, an enemy really, that had a fairly low spawn rate called Warmech. And it was in the final Fiend's castle, like leading up on the ramp to actually get to him. Now Warmech has nuclear weapons. It also has missiles and a few other nasty tricks up its sleeve. It can do a whole lot of damage really fast. So that's why we have Dad loaded down with heal staves, because, well, we all mostly do more damage than he does. So anyway, Excalibur's a good shot there. The laser. Let's flare Warmech there. Let's Blizzard Warmech. And then heal staff. And see, missiles do 374 damage to everything in the group here. However, he can also do not a whole lot to us if he really gets the idea not to. There's a nuke bomb, which does about 400 damage to everybody. And there goes the nuclear-powered mech. And we get 40,000 gold for our trouble. It's not going to drop meat because it's a machine. And what do we get? A heart magi. So with that, we have finished the biggest dungeon in the game. We still have no reason to fight enemies. So what we are going to do, we are going to go back to town. we are going to sell off the stuff we do not need. And of course, we're going to actually get attacked here. Yes, we're going to basically reset our inventory because we have an Apollo to go after. And now we have the strongest weapon in the game and a couple of nukes we can throw at him, and, well, you'll see. But for now, that should do it. So until next time, take care everyone. See you later.